Content creator and newly minted barrister-at-law Tobeszn'S has revealed how he balances academics with producing popular comedy skits, lifestyle videos, and online social commentary. Speaking with HipTV, Tobeszn'S confessed that combining law studies with content creation was quite tasking. He said it took much consistency, hard work, focus, determination, and strong discipline to successfully navigate the myriads of challenges he faced on the way. Tobeszn'S dismissed insinuations that he didn't take his studies seriously. "It's unfortunate for people to think I'm unserious because I'm doing two jobs," he said. Reflecting on the years it took to finally be called to bar, Tobeszn'S explained that his family remained supportive throughout. The content creator said his parents did not pressure him to study law. However, they did intervene when he wanted to drop out of law school. Speaking with his parents about his intention, he said brought clarity, respect, motivation, and fresh inspiration to persevere to the end.
So I don't necessarily think anything is easy, but I also don't think if it's easy, then maybe it's just not worth it. It wasn't easy. It was obviously hard work. It's not easy to try and maintain fame alongside academics, but I did it for so many reasons because I want the next generation of creators to know that it can be as educated as it can be a successful creator. Fame and academics are not mutually exclusive, and it was something that I ensured I graduated, and not just graduated with a very good result so people know that, oh, it's in fact possible to be a lawyer, to be a creator. So whilst it wasn't easy, I don't like to say it was difficult, I'd rather say it was tasking. It was challenging, and I think it brought out the best in me. Well, I often don't care about people's perception of me. I do not exist to look at how other people view me. I exist to wonder how I view myself, and I try to create the perspective or the perception of me of who I want to be. I try to create my image into who I want to be. So I think it's quite unfortunate if you look at me and you think of me as unserious because I'm able to do two jobs. I think it's such a wrong narrative. I don't come from a household where there's a lot of pressure to say do X, Y, Z. But I do come from a household that has one doctor, two engineers, and now a lawyer. So it's such an academic background. And it's something I had always known that I would like to study a professional course, but not just any professional course, law in particular. I've never really received pressure from my parents to say, oh, you must do X, Y, Z. I think what I've received more is support and love, in the sense that there was a day I was in law school and I said, oh, I'm tired and I want to leave and I want to come back. And I spoke to my parents and they're like, if that's truly what you want to do, then by all means, you can defer your admission. But I also know that I have parents who have sacrificed a lot to get me to where I am. So it's such a blessing to be able to say, well, I did this for me and I also did this for you. So it's never pressure, support from family, support from friends, and also because I want to be in my 50s and say, well, I did both of them, so you can't sue my child. So yes, that's what it is.
On his creative journey, Tobeszn'S explained that money was not his abiding motivation. The goal has to be satisfaction, not money, he told HipTV confidently. Tobeszn'S denies allegations of clout chasing, saying influencers are building influence, inspiring communities, creating opportunities, and contributing positively to Nigeria's growing digital economy and technological development. The content creator acknowledged the importance of education in building confidence, credibility, and respect. He added that studying law gave him a strong foundation, shaping his success and creative impact.
I don't do either of them for the money. I do both of them for the impact. And whilst I care about money, but I think it's also important to do things for the long run, to do things that also make you feel happy. I believe I would be such a great lawyer. I've just been called to the bar. But I also think I'm such a great storyteller. So it's not necessarily for the money. I mean, like I said, I love the money. But I'm not doing either of them for the money. So whichever was paying more or paying less, I think I would still enjoy doing both of them. It gives me a certain satisfaction, a certain joy, an inexplainable type of joy that makes me say, because at the end of the day, money can't be the goal. If not, you'll be left insatiable. You would always want more money. The goal has to be satisfaction. It has to be joy. And I think that's what I get from doing both of them at the same time. So I'm not doing it for the money. And I know that's cliche, but I'm not. So what's funny is I do not speak bad about influencers at all. To speak bad about a party is to speak bad about a whole. I think every Nigerian influencer is inspiring. We are kids in our 20s, trying to create a name out of ourselves from nothing. And if you look at when your first response is that I'm chasing clout, maybe you should look inside of yourself and say, what wrong have I done? It's not about trying to make a name for yourself. And I think why I like to say this clearly and not mince my words is, we have so many young emerging creators coming up. I don't want them to enter a world where they think their job is to chase clout. You're creating impact and you're building the digital economy of the country, and not just the digital economy, our digital footprints too. And I want to remind you as an influencer that you're doing an amazing job. Whatever niche you are in, you're doing an amazing job. You're doing real work and great work too.